Well, good evening, madam.
Good evening, Paul.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine by the grace of God.
So what you do now? What work do you do?
I own a school.
You run a school?
Yes.
Okay. I guess it's been tough for you, for the family, for Kwesi and everyone. How did it start as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, it's been tough for us, but we've been able to hold on by the grace of God. It started, I think, somewhere in September. One Sunday afternoon, I came back from church around 11:30, 12. So I came and met my husband with two gentlemen. I greeted and he introduced them to me as Abu, who is the regional chairman for the Northern region, and then the other one, Ahmed, who is Abu's friend. So I just, greeted them, offered them water, and then I left to the kitchen to take care of the family and, the family lunch. So about 30 minutes, my husband told me he's going out with them to Coco Vanilla. So they left, and then he came back around 5. It was later on that he told me that Abu has, approached him together with the other guy about possible sponsorship for the Black Stars. And Paul, you know that over some time now, the Black Stars didn't have any sponsorship. And it was a big worry to him. So he was eager and very much enthused about the possibility of getting the sponsorship for Black Stars. So I guess that's how it started. So I think the following week or two, they came again, Sunday afternoon.
Same Sunday afternoon? Same
Sunday afternoon. And then he left with them. So, that's about how it started and how far,
So when they were preparing to go, did you know that they were preparing to travel to Dubai?
No, because my husband didn't even travel from Accra.
Oh, I see.
He was on a CAF appointment, mission. So he traveled from there, Morocco, Egypt to Dubai. So I didn't know. In fact, the first, just about it. After that, I didn't know anything about it again, as in the details, when they meet and all that.
When you met, when he introduced these two gentlemen to you, Abu and Ahmed, what was your, when he came back and said they were talking about sponsorship, did you have any inclination? Any women do have intuition, we hear. Did you have anything?
Yes, I realized something, I don't know what's the word, something fishy, for lack of a better word, about Ahmed. Because Ahmed looked at me, he looked at me in a way, whether it was a good or a bad, but he looked at me that attracted my attention. So in my head, I was asking, why is he looking at me that way? And Paul, I offered them water. Abu drank the water. Ahmed didn't drink the water. He took the water, a bottle of water, but he didn't drink.
But Abu you had known?
No, it was my first time of meeting Abu.
But you knew of him?
I know of him as the new regional chairman.
The RFA chairman for Northern Region?
Yes.
So he was a member of the football community?
Yes.
But Ahmed you didn't know?
At all.
And Ahmed was the one who brought Abu to tell Kwesi that?
Yes, so Abu brought Ahmed to tell Kwesi that this is a guy he has met who claims he works with some people in Dubai. And those people, the sheikh, are interested in sponsoring the league. So it was Abu who brought him to Kwesi and convinced him that indeed he knows him very well. So Kwesi took Abu's word and,
did he, in the course of the process, did Kwesi hesitate? Was there some hesitation on his part at one time?
Oh, yes, yes, that one I know. Because at a point in time, he was saying that, conversation, on phone conversation, he said, Abu, are you sure of these people? And, I could hear, like, convinced, you know.
Or
So
you
they
could
talk
hear him talking to Abu on the
Abu
phone.
about how sure he is about those people. But I guess his eagerness to get the sponsorship really, you know, also pushed him, even though he trusted Abu. But it was also because he was so much enthused about the fact that at long last we have some sponsorship for the league.
The league and the Black Stars.
And the Black Stars.
Okay, so they went to Dubai back and forth, and when he came back from Dubai the second or third time, did he tell you anything?
It was the third time that he said, I think they went the first.
So this was around 2017.
2017, so it's
Towards
around
the end.
October,
Yeah.
November. That's a. So the third time he said, they went, the first one they didn't meet, the second one they met. That was when whatever happened, happened. And then the third time that they were supposed to meet again, to meet the sheikh again, they went, there was no show. So he came back, and then I think he was not too pleased about the fact that they have to go there and they didn't meet.
For the first time, they didn't
The
meet
third
him.
time.
Or they met him before?
Yes.
And then the third time they went back?
Yes.
When did this filming money issue happen? The second time or the first
I think
time?
that the second time.
Okay. So after that, they had to go and meet him again?
Yes.
Did he explain to you the circumstances of when he met him, how many people were with him and all that?
No, you know, my husband does not talk about official things with me unless it becomes necessary. So even though I knew that he was going to meet so-called investors, but he didn't give me the details. It was the third one that he himself, you know, I think he sensed.
When he went the third time
The
and
third
didn't
time,
meet the sheikh?
yes, he sensed
What
that.
was the reason why the sheikh didn't show up?
I don't know. I'm sure then they have gotten what they wanted. The second time they have done the recordings.
Okay.
So, I mean, basically, so then when even he calls the number, the phone was switched off. Several times the phone was switched off.
But Abu was with him throughout?
Abu was with him throughout.
Were they both perplexed about what was happening? Did you get the sense that there was...
My husband was perplexed. I don't know about Abu because I don't have any relationship with him.
Okay.
But my husband was obviously perplexed, and he was like, is this really true? He was not even thinking about filming, but he just got a sense that maybe it's a sham. They are not capable of sponsoring, so
they are running away.
They are running away. So it was later then we realized that this was the motive for all that happened.
Did you, at which point did he notice? Because we all got to know about March, April, and then June the film was showed. When did he know that something had happened? He
knew. Somebody told him. He knew somewhere in January that something has happened.
January of 2018.
2018.
Okay. This is 6 months before the film.
Yes.
How did he
January,
get to
February. I don't know if I'm permitted to say all that, but he got to know.
Okay.
Anyway, and so he tried now to find out why such a thing should.
Why they should film him in
that. And then he got to know those who were behind it. So he became a little bit apprehensive, and naturally so. So he contacted a friend who is also in the football, that this is what has happened. And that friend promised that he can help, you know, talk to whoever.
Did they show him a film? Did they show him something that had been recorded?
He had it.
That this is what has been recorded of you?
Yes.
They showed it to him?
They showed it to him. He had it. But the sound was not there.
Oh, there was no sound?
Yes.
But they showed him the video?
Yes.
So he could see himself with the sheikh?
Yes.
Okay.
So then he realized that, wow, this is what has happened to me. But then it was too late.
When he saw the film, did he remember anything about the people he saw that day and could put a finger on, this is the person who must have recorded?
Yes.
The one standing here is the one who recorded, because he never said anything,
Yes.
and he was... Did he know that?
He knew it.
Did he know that it was people from Ghana?
Yes.
Did he remember the person he met as the sheikh? Was he disguised, or that was his face, or that is him?
Well, apparently that person is not a sheikh.
He's not a sheikh.
He's not a sheikh.
What
He's
who
not a
is he?
sheikh who owns whatever company they purported they have. So he was disguised.
What does he do? Who is that person?
I hear, as you all have heard, that the person works for the Tiger Eye. It's a
Okay.
person they use, you know, and there are forms that show that each time they want to trap somebody, they take that person to the hotel, the same hotel in Dubai, the same setting, with the same sheikh, posing as an investor. So it's something they do. So
Kwesi was not the first person they did.
not at all.
But we haven't
And I'm
seen
sure
any video.
Kwesi will not be there are videos.
No, nothing has publicly been showed about.
Okay, maybe the one they are looking for is Kwesi Nyatakyi, and they've gotten. But we have videos of people. They have used the same, you know, the same modus operandi to.
People that you know, that you can identify.
I've seen. No.
You don't know them.
Yes, the people
Okay.
that you have seen.
Oh, I see. Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wondering how you got that, all of that.
We are in Ghana here. It's all over.
I see. Okay, so now there was information that Kwesi and probably you tried to pay for the video not to be shown.
Well,
Even though Tiger Eye has denied any participation in that, but
yes,
there's information to that effect.
there is information, and there's truth in that information. Apparently, we became so desperate when we realized that all that, you know, were presented to us were false. So we tried to make some interventions, and they proposed that he pay some money. They proposed $150,000. My husband couldn't afford $150,000. So he gave us $100,000. And then they came back to him and said, the person says, you need to add $50,000. I said, well, I don't have. So that's all that I have.
So he gave out $100,000,
Yes.
hoping that will be used to take away the episode, that
Yes.
maybe the film will not be showed.
Yes.
And the people who collected the money said the demand was for $150,000.
Yes.
But he gave out the 100 anyway.
Yes.
So what happened to the 100?
It was later returned when they showed the video. It was later returned.
Oh, the money was returned.
Yes. And they brought $40,000 first, and then later on they brought $60,000.
I see. Have you seen the full video?
I've not gathered the courage to watch the full video. Because the small that I watched, I knew that is not my husband. The way he's talking is not my husband. Something might have gone wrong. So I have not had the courage to watch the full video.
Something like what? Alcohol?
I don't know what they did to him. My husband is a very skeptical person. I mean, you don't just get him to follow you or do things like that.
He's very skeptical.
He doesn't follow people like that.
So incantations, juju, medicine.
Yeah.
I see. Did he tell you that he had received money on the second visit?
Yes, he told me.
Did he tell you how much it was?
Yes, he did.
How much did he say?
$40,000.
So he told you this before
Even
the
before
alarm,
the thing came out.
that he had received $40,000?
Yes.
I see. And he told you what it was for?
Yes, for reimbursement of his tickets.
That's what he was told.
Yes. That was the agreement they had. I wasn't there. So that's what my husband told me. That was the agreement they had. Come, we'll pay, and later we'll refund your money for you. So he did the travel 3 times. So when the money was given to him, he accepted the money with the mindset or with the belief or with the knowledge that this is a refund for my expenses.
Wow. Did he seek other interventions like religion? Because we know he had converted to Islam recently. This happened in Dubai. It involved a sheikh. So obviously religion will play a role. Did he seek intervention of religious authorities?
I don't want to mention this, but he tried his best to not to prevent them from showing, but to find out from them why. I mean, his worry and the bother is why. What was the motive? So he tried to find out from people. Why did they do that?
So he's wondering whether have I done something to anybody?
Body
have
for
I
you
messed
know
anybody up
yes,
for them to want
and
to do this?
yes, the motive for somebody planning, plotting, strategizing, and executing this just to make sure he is disgraced. So that has been his pain, and that has been his worry. He doesn't mind at all whatever has happened. He has taken that in good faith. But each day he asks, why? Why? What did I do wrong? If they wanted me out, they could have found another way, you know. But for that scheming to that extent, you know, Paul, I mean, we are all human beings. The conversations that we have, you know,
Every day.
Every day. I mean, amongst us as friends, as associates, as business partners, if those conversations are taken out, all of us will be in trouble. Because when we meet, you know, that's human beings. The sociologists will tell you that human beings are complex beings. As soon as a light is thrown on you, your behavior, your demeanor, your gestures change. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
do you understand?
The
okay, so you talk to somebody knowing that there's nobody, you know, else. There are no cameras. There is nobody on watching you, and then all of a sudden everything is in the open. If he had known, I'm sure that things that he said or he did, he wouldn't have done them. So that is the pain that he has. That you come to me, deceive me, and then I follow you for you to do this to me. But well, he's okay with it. He has learned a lot of lessons, even though very bitterly. He has learned a lot of lessons.
How did your children react to that?
Very bad.
How old are they?
13. One is almost 13, and the other one is 9.
So they are in school?
They are in school. They are in GIS.
In these days of social media?
I'm telling you. I remember the day those so-called announcements came, arrested or whatever they put it. I went and picked my last girl from school, and she ran to me and said, Mommy, I think the following day, she told me, somebody told me that, Chumwa, do you know that your father is going to jail? That, Mommy, is it true that Daddy is going to jail? And she started crying. So I hugged her and I told her, Daddy is not going to jail. And even just last week, Thursday, she said during break time, somebody told him, pushed her. He said, why are you pushing me? He said, do you know that your father is in trouble? So they've gone through a lot. But I'm so grateful to Dr. Mary Shan, the principal of GIS. She called me together with the counselor, and then they offered support. They say, we are here to protect the children. If there's anything you think we can do for them, we will do it. Just let us know. But we are speaking to them, and this, you know, and we are making sure that nobody will use it against them. So I think for about 3 or 4 days, they couldn't go to school.
Oh, you didn't send them to school?
At all. They were in the house.
At the heat of when the media was discussing the
Yes.
matter, when all of us were using and discussing it every day.
Yes.
You couldn't send them to school?
Not at all.
Did they ask you why they are not going to school?
They just didn't want to go to school.
Oh, they themselves didn't want to go?
They didn't want to go to school.
Because when they went to school, this is what they heard.
Yes.
Father is in trouble.
Yes.
Father is this. Father
He's
is
going
that.
to jail.
He's going to jail. I see. That's quite hard. Okay, but that's settled now, hasn't it?
Yes, somehow, except that the
recent one.
the recent
so how
one.
you dealing? How you dealing with that? Well, did he go? Did he travel to Zurich to go and answer the questions?
No,
of
he
people?
didn't go.
How did he? But the report says that he was contacted.
Yes, he was contacted, and you know, I wish I could let you see the over 1,000 pages
Of a document.
of documents
Was sent to him. To respond.
to respond within a short time. He did his best. He couldn't go to because his passport was even recently released to him, so he didn't want to go. So it was through correspondence, but he didn't go there physically.
Okay, how did he hear? Did you guys hear of the ban before we did? On that day when the FIFA put it on their website? Or
No,
How
no.
did he hear?
The lawyer, they contacted the lawyer, so the lawyer told him.
okay, contact his lawyers.
Yes,
Or that is the conclusion that they've come to.
yes. They sent a letter to him, and the lawyer called him and told him.
Wow. How has he been dealing? What was his reaction?
He was shocked. He was sad. He was disappointed. He was not expecting, excuse me, this kind of punishment. I mean, but he has taken it in good faith. We are waiting for the briefings so he can appeal.
Okay, the appeal. I'll talk to you about that. But there was also a monetary ban, a monetary punishment, supposed to pay a lot of money. And the conversation was perhaps FIFA has to give him some money as retiring benefits or something like that. And so he will take that amount of money and pay it. Does he have money? Did he have money?
You see, contrary to what people think, my husband does not have money.
But that's going to be difficult for people to believe.
I know. I
He's
know.
GFA president, the longest serving GFA president. I mean, he obviously must have, he's at FIFA and he's at CAF. And
You see, there are certain things that if somebody has money, you can judge.
yeah,
Your residence,
where he lives.
where the person lives, the kind of house he lives, the kind of car he drives. People should take time and come and see where we live. If my husband has that kind of money, we wouldn't be living there. My husband has been a lawyer for more than 25 years.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because
Yes.
he's been at the bar for more than
Yes,
25 years.
yes. So that house that Kwesi has is his personal money that
Yeah.
he used to build. If Kwesi has money like the way people think he has, that's not where
But you have a school.
I have a school because I started the school in 2004.
Okay.
We started building. I just did the first floor with a loan. I started the school, and as the income comes, I build gradually. So the school sitting there was started how many years ago? 14 years ago. Yes.
I see. But
And now I have been working.
yes, but how is he going to look after him? Are you going to look after him?
Yes.
You have enough money to look after you and him?
I don't have enough money to look after him and my children, but God will provide. We won't go a begging.
Wow. So, but you are confident that whatever FIFA did is an association ban, is not a court
Exactly.
ban.
Yes. FIFA is an association, and it's governed by a code of ethics. So if you break the code of ethics, you are sanctioned. So whatever has happened is a sanction. It's not, I don't know, is it punitive? It's not
It's not a court conclusion.
conclusion.
So it's not a criminal finding.
It's not a criminal, thank you.
Yeah.
It's not a criminal finding. So people are saying FIFA has banned him, so what is Ghana doing? That is, we are talking about two different things
Yeah.
here. You know, To prove that somebody has committed a crime, you need to go through some processes. You see, and the law says that a person is presumed to be innocent until proven otherwise. My pain is Ghanaians should exercise patience. Because he is not running away.
Yeah.
He's here. If the court or if the process is found Kwesi guilty, he's available to face the consequences. But until then, the name calling, the insults, the jubilations and the celebrations that he's down, I'm begging and pleading that we should all hold our horses and wait. Time will tell. He's ready to face any consequences. He says, if I have done something wrong, let the law take its course. He's ready. If he's found innocent, we give glory to God. So we are ready for any consequences. But it's so painful to see a man who has served Ghana football. I'm not saying whatever he did was right. I'm not here to say he's right or wrong. What I'm saying is that this is a man who has spent 13 years of his life serving Ghana football.
But you believe that he made some mistakes in this matter?
He made some mistakes. The account says, the one who goes fetching water breaks the pot. What does that mean? It means that once you are making an effort to perform an activity, there is a possibility that you'll slip. You will slip and you break the pot. Okay? So in doing his work or in performing his duty, he has made a mistake. Fine. There are rules, there are regulations, there are procedures to find him guilty or not guilty. Why can't we all wait for that thing to be done than for people to try him in public and say all sorts of things as if he has committed murder or treasonable offense?
He has staged a coup d'etat.
Yes.
No, I think I'll leave it here. I don't want, you seem to be getting emotional about this, and that's expected that you will be emotional. But we are delighted that you gave us the interview, at least to let us get a feel of what's happening in the house. Last week, somebody put something on social media. I call Bryant's post. Let's have a look at it again. And it was in favor of Kwesi Nyatakyi, and I actually read it. This was on the day that the ban came. Can you put it up? And so this is what he said. He said, in all of this Kwesi Nyatakyi saga, I only pity the Ghanaian and the African mindset. Kwesi Nyatakyi was extremely close to becoming CAF president and possibly FIFA vice president. And then his own people bring him down through entrapment and not the real life corruption situation, all in the name of undercover journalism. Sad, he says. The white man will term herbs narcotics while they turn back and legalize it and make money from it, whilst we still sit and watch such gold mine. Thanks to the Ghanaian and the African mindset. Oh yes, I can only pity the mindset. Someday we may emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Ghana, he says, Ghana's fortunes close to high seats at CAF and FIFA are closed, unfortunately. Who is perfect under the sun? So we think those sitting at FIFA and CAF affairs are saints, or even the current GFA normalization committee. The Ghanaian will always celebrate and jubilate another Ghanaian's downfall. This attitude, unfortunately, will forever retard our progress as a people. Sad situation indeed. So that's
well said.
Well, yes, some
well
people
said.
Like that, and I like it too.
Represents Africa. Kwesi represents Ghana at FIFA and at CAF. When Kwesi took us the World Cup, he put Ghana on the World.
Would you miss going to stadium to watch international events, football events? Would you miss watching the Black
I
Stars?
would, but if I want to go anytime, I can go.
Did you used to watch the Black Stars?
Yes.
Oh, you watched
everywhere.
the Black Stars? Everywhere?
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
So he took us to World Cup, put Ghana on the World Cup. Do you know that hitherto people thought that Ghana is Guyana?
Yes, I heard that when we were in South Africa,
Yes.
Ghana was the biggest name Google that day all over the world. Okay.
So at least people got to know that there's a country in West Africa called Ghana, and Guyana is in South America.
Madam, we sympathize with you.
Thank you.
God helps people who need help. And so we believe that God will help you.